Biכורים, Perek Gimel, Mishnah Vav. The Mishnah continues by telling us how the Biכורים was brought, and the Mishnah starts by saying, Oideyu hasal al kseifoi. Whilst the basket was still on his shoulder, still on the shoulder of the one bringing his Biכורים, Koyer, he would read, he would declare, Mehigadati hayom lashem Elokecha. From the Pasuk in Parshas Kisavoi, which brings down this declaration that had to be made by the person bringing the Biכורים, starting from the Pasuk, Higadati hayom, I have declared today, Lashem Elokecha, to Hashem your God. Now, we need to understand that in this Parsha of Kisavoi, Parsha Kapitel Chavov, Pasuk Gimel, the Pasuk starts off by telling us this declaration, Higadati hayom Lashem Elokecha. The next Pasuk, Pasuk Daled, is an interruption in the declaration. And the Pasuk tells us of a lokach hakohen hatenem yodecha, tells us what he did. You take the basket, you give it to the kohen, he puts it by the mizbech, etc. Then, starting from Pasuk Hey, continues the declaration of Arami Ovid Avi, and that continues on Pasuk Hey, Vav, Zayin, Ches, Tes, and Yud. So we have here a declaration in Pasuk Gimel, an interruption in Pasuk Daled, and a continuation from Pasuk Hey to Pasuk Yud. Now, the Tanna Kama here in our Mishnah says that he starts off from the Pasuk Gimel, Higadati hayom Hashem Elokecha, and he says in the Mishnah, Ad shegoyim kol parsha, until he finishes the whole parsha. Meaning, he says Pasuk Gimel, ignores Pasuk Daled, which is just the description of what you should do with the basket, and then continues straight away with Pasuk Hey till Pasuk Yud, without an interruption. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, but Rabbi Yehuda says in our Mishnah, Ad Arami Ovid Avi, that in fact, the only Pasuk he says is Pasuk Gimel. He then stops. He then has a whole waving ceremony, which we'll describe in a minute. And then after that, he will continue with Pasuk Hey to Pasuk Yud. He does not say the whole declaration in one go. This seems to be a machlokas between Rabbi Yehuda and the Tanna Kama, and indeed, the Bartanura says, Ein halacha ka Rabbi Yehuda, which is certainly mashma that there is a machlokas. According to that machlokas, it would seem that the Tanna Kama holds that there is no waving ceremony at this point at all. He just says the whole declaration all the way through. Tosfos Yontef, however, understands that in fact Rabbi Yehuda is just coming to expand upon the shitta of the Tanna Kama, and there is no machlokas here at all. And the Tanna Kama just says you make the whole declaration, and Rabbi Yehuda expands that and says yes, you make the whole declaration, but there is a waving ceremony in the middle of it between Pasuk Gimel and Pasuk Hey. Okay, so the Mishnah carries on and tells us Higia Larami Ovid Avi. According to the shitta of Rabbi Yehuda, where there is a machlokas, he reaches Arami Ovid Avi, meaning he has finished saying Pasuk Gimel, he started the declaration, but now he's reached Pasuk Daled, he stops, says Rabbi Yehuda. Morid hasal mi'al kseifoi, he lowers the basket from his shoulder, v'oichazai b'sif saisov, and he holds the basket from its rim, v'kohen meniach yodoi tachtov, and the kohen puts his hand underneath the basket, so you've got the owner holding the basket from the top, the kohen holding the basket underneath, umanifoi, and they wave it together. They wave it like you wave a lulav, meaning in all four directions, plus up and down. V'koyre me'arami ovid avi, and then, says Rabbi Yehuda, that's when he finishes the declaration, and he reads from Pasuk Hey till Pasuk Yud, from Arami Ovid Avi, ad shehu goyme kol parsha, until he finishes the entire parsha. Once he's finished all the declaration, he then takes the basket. This is the owner. According to Tosfos Yontef and Tveres Yisrael, to make it clear, it's the owner at this point that takes the basket, not the kohen. And he puts it on the side of the mizbeach. This is at the southwest side of the mizbeach, says the Bartanura, which for those of you who are not geographically minded means the bottom left-hand corner. The question is, of course, that a zor, a non-kohen, was not allowed to enter into the area between the mizbeach and the ulam. So how is he going to be able to walk to the southwest corner to be able to place the basket of Biכורים there? And the teretz is, there is a Tosfos which brings down that in fact what he would do is he would take the basket and he would walk towards the southwest corner and stand there and put it just on the southern part of that corner, not round the corner which would already be in that area between the mizbeach and the ulam. So he would just go up to the line where he was permitted to go, place it there, which is the southern part of the southwest corner, and that's where he would leave it. Now the Mishnah continues, v'hishtachavo, he would bow down, and bowing down into the Beis HaMikdash is not bowing your head like in Moedim, like we do in Shemona Esrei. It means a complete prostration, his entire body stretched out on the floor. v'yotza, and he would go out, and in the as Rambam Paskins in Hilchas Beis HaBchira, going out in the Beis HaMikdash means going out backwards, facing the Beis HaMikdash all the way, as befitting the covet of the Beis HaMikdash. V'ad kan Mishnah Vav.